First, Bandorama, a special welcome to you. We are going to spend about an hour together tonight and show you an entire band instrumental curriculum, grade 5 through 12. And as parents, I encourage you to maybe view this not so much as coming to a concert to be entertained, although hopefully it'll be entertaining, but rather as a parent observing a classroom where the students are working and learning. And these seats actually give you a pretty good opportunity to do that in a way that you don't get in the normal auditorium seating. We'd ask you to turn off any electrical devices you have so we can concentrate on music for an hour. And we're going to begin with our first year players. These are fifth graders. And they're going to be performing 3 pieces for you: the Zombie Stomp, Surge, and the Foxborough Cheer. And so we like to really encourage them. They're first year players. And so we're all going to be very supportive of their work and effort as they begin this journey of making music. So I'd like to introduce them and their conductor, Miss Greenleaf. Okay, thanks very much. Great job, fifth grade. Our next group will be the sixth grade band. We have a few percussion moves to make. They'll be playing three pieces: March of the 95th, English Folk Suite, and Fires of Manzama. When we get to the sixth grade, second year players, we're trying to expand the instrumentation a little bit. Perhaps tuba, perhaps oboe, perhaps baritone saxophone, things like that. We're also exposing the students to more difficult music, more notes to play, higher and lower, working to improve our tone quality and our expressiveness, learning to listen and play with our peers in a balanced fashion. These are complicated things to do, and that's what we're trying to do with our second year players. They're also playing music from different cultures, so they're learning a little bit about music on a worldwide basis and a little bit about music history at the same time. So all of these things are built into the curriculum. So as you watch them play, perhaps you'll think a little bit about those things that they're actually learning. Sixth grade band is going to be conducted by Mr. Haggerty and also by Sarah Jonkus, who's a student teacher with us this year. And yes, we can applaud for Sarah. Is this her conducting debut tonight? Yes. So just like the fifth graders were playing one of their first concerts in a big place like this is Sarah's first conducting experience. So we all have to start sometime, you know? So would you welcome then the sixth grade band? Okay, thanks very much. That was a sixth grade band. Excellent job. You notice they're working on more extended pieces of music, pieces that have different moods, different tempos, different key signatures, different meters. The next group, the 7th and 8th grade band combined, will be playing three pieces: March of the Irish Guard, Balladeer, and Rites of Tamboro. And this group will be performing Saturday here at Foxborough High School as part of the annual Massachusetts Instrumental Conductors Association Adjudication Festival. And so they'll be performing at 8:30 a.m. What time do you want them here, Mr. Haggerty, on Saturday morning? 7:30. And they'll be performing for a distinguished panel of judges, actually from around the country, and they'll be getting assessed on their current progress. So it's a challenge for them and a good experience for them. By now, in the 7th and 8th grade band, we like to have a balanced instrumentation. You see two tubas there and things like that. We're working still for more advanced techniques, advanced sounds, advanced tone quality, advanced listening skills. The music is demanding that they play higher and faster, so they have to expand their range. There's a lot that goes into it. So think of it like a classroom and see what they're learning right now. Really like the listening in the 6th grade band. The students were really focused on listening to each other, and that's such an important part of becoming a musician. It is like a little democracy, and we have to listen to each other. And everybody gets a chance to speak, but we have to listen. Save a little time. You're all set? Okay, so without any further ado, conducted by Mr. Albro and Mr. Haggerty, please welcome the 7th and 8th grade honor band. Yes, excellent work by the 7th and 8th grade band, don't you agree? Really, really nice. I'll just mention to the parents of the 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th graders, we're in the process of setting up our summer camp, annual SIMC summer camp. Mrs. Haney is over there with a poster, pictures. Mr. Haggerty is the director of the camp. And if you haven't thought about it, perhaps you'd be interested in enrolling your children in that 3-week camp in first 3 weeks in July. We strongly recommend it. It's a great experience, and many of our high school students work as counselors working with the younger musicians, and we find that's a win-win situation. And your younger middle school students are going to be positively influenced by some fantastic older musicians. Okay, we're going to begin with a march, as the other groups did. And this is John Philip Sousa's Bullets and Bayonets. The march is an important part of our American band history, and John Philip Sousa is the American March King, and he was the first conductor of the United States Marine Band, the President's Own, roughly 1880 to 1885, and that band still exists, is still the President's Own, and is still one of the best bands in the world. So we, in honor of that tradition, we play John Philip Sousa. second piece reflects the slow style of playing. Balladeer was just played by the 8th grade band as an 7th and 8th grade band. And we use expressive, slow music as a way of teaching students how to play with a beautiful sound, beautiful balance, and express beautiful emotion. And as I tell the students all the time, slow is always harder to do than fast, and soft is always harder to do than loud. We'll play this piece, which is from the opera Lohengrin by Wagner. And this is the scene where Elsa, the beautiful 16-year-old bride, marches through the town to the beautiful cathedral on the hill on her wedding day. And this is the story. And Elsa will be played by Gloria Chang on flute. Thank you very much. That's what I mean about expressive playing. You feel it? You feel it, don't you? We're going to do one more piece, and then we're going to have all the bands play together. And we haven't rehearsed together, but we are going to play together. Before we do our last piece, I know that our band president, Aaron Hussey, wanted to say a couple words to you about our upcoming Pops concert. So this is Aaron Hussey, who just played the oboe solo, by the way, you just heard in that last piece.
Hey guys, so our annual Pops concert is coming up in just a couple of weeks. This year, it'll be on Saturday, May 2nd at 7 o'clock, and Sunday, May 3rd at 1 o'clock right here in this gym. And for these 2 days, the gym will be transformed into a Mardi Gras themed concert hall. And this will feature our concert band, orchestra, choir, and jazz ensemble. This concert could be a great opportunity for you to bring your child to see a high school concert and expose them to the amazing works that our performing groups work so hard on every year. And we have table seats and bleacher seats available for both days. And Mrs. Anderson and the other FMA moms will be handing out flyers with pricing information at the end of this concert. And we have a special deal on Sunday. Any family of 3 or more that attends the concert on Sunday can get general admission tickets for $3 per person, so you can save some money. And then checks can be made out to Town of Foxborough Music, and that information is on the flyer. So we hope to see you guys there to support our performing groups and enjoy some excellent music. Thank you.
Since I get the opportunity, I'd like to invite all of our students here to participate in the Summer Instrumental Music Camp, which is for all the wind instruments, percussion instruments, and our string groups as well. And for the high school counselors to be, please let me know so I can order t-shirts and all of that stuff before the first day of camp would really be helpful. So just go on the website and sign up as a counselor. That would be helpful. But we would love to have your students there. This is the 33rd year we've been doing it, and it's been very successful. So we encourage you to all join us for 3 weeks in July. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Mr. Haggerty. So this band will also be playing the high school band at Micah on Saturday at 4:30 in the afternoon. So if you'd like to come, we'd love to have you come and hear us. This last piece was a piece that we commissioned in 1995. It was our first commissioned work. We had a composer in residence, and he wrote an original work for us. We premiered it, and since it's been published and played all over the world. The reason we're playing it again this year, it's the 20th anniversary of that commissioned project. And the very cool thing that's happened in the last 20 years is the FMA has commissioned 25 additional works for band, choir, middle school, high school, orchestra, and jazz groups. And that is something that we are so unbelievably proud of, and we thank the FMA for that effort. And this was the first one, Celebrate Celebration. Dan Buckvich from the University of Idaho created a piece around those words, Celebrate Celebration, rhythmically and melodically, and built an entire celebration around them. And so we hope that you'll enjoy being part of this celebration. That's why we commission new music. They don't all come out like that. It's a risk. Not only has that been played now all over the world by high school and college groups, it's been played by the Swiss Army Band in Geneva. So our little corner of the world has spread. So now we're all going to play together, and all the Hearn students are going to really listen and watch their conductors, because we haven't ever rehearsed this together. But we know it's going to be fun. This is an arrangement of America with some other songs added. I don't know where to go. While we have a minute, I'll just give the parents a couple pieces of advice. Take your students to hear live music being played as much as you can, and find a way for them to play at home for you and relatives as much as possible. Just be a good audience and encourage them to perform for you as much as they can, and they will grow. Okay, we have a place for everybody now. Conductors, I'm just going to give 4 for nothing before the downbeat, just so we're all in the same place. How about one more time for the 5th grade band, conducted by Miss Greenleaf. The 6th grade band, Mr. Haggerty, Sarah. 7th and 8th grade band, Mr. Haggerty, Mr. Albro. And the Foxborough High School Concert Band. We thank you all for coming, and we hope to see you again real soon.